I bet no one was expecting that right after getting Silksong news, we'd get even more Silksong news. The month of April is truly blessed. We just got 3 new images of Silksong from the official Nintendo store page for Japan, and while there isn't a ton to break down, there's definitely some interesting stuff here, so let's go through them quickly. The first image shows us Moss Grotto, and much like in the screenshots we got from the Nintendo Direct, the most noticeable change is the more saturated colors. Some vegetation also appears to have been moved or removed entirely. Another thing we can spot in this image is that Hornet's silk meter looks a bit rough, which could be tied to something that happens after death in this game, maybe like the shade worked in Hollow Knight. The second image is of Hornet fighting Lace in an already familiar area. The main detail that stands out here is the new sprite for a previously seen tool. For comparison, here's how it looked before. And now for the third image, and by far the most noteworthy, it's Hornet sitting in a Bell City, a place we've seen already in an earlier trailer, but a lot has changed. And by changed, I mean the place has been obliterated. Remember this cheerful little bug, a store owner? She was so happy with her job and a cozy home. The Team Cherry decided to completely erase her from the game, replacing her with this sad little guy right here and completely destroying the city in the process. The background buildings are gone, the bell structures are rusted, the quest board is missing, maybe it was eaten by this new fella, and everything looks abandoned. One of the only positive changes is that this little bug got a new cloak and can fly now. I hope it was worth the destruction of an entire city. The signs in the background have also changed. While the old ones had the classic Hollow Knight vibe, the new ones now match the musical note style language of Farloom, which makes everything more consistent across the game. Now Permacon already covered this and had a cool theory. Maybe this destroyed version of the Bell City is what you see at the start or maybe at the end of the game, and the city changes over time, like Dirtmount did in Hollow Knight. That means we could still see both versions of the city as the story progresses. Now onto some even bigger news. A possible, or honestly, almost confirmed release date. Silksong has officially been announced to be at an event called The Game Worlds, a new playable exhibition at ACMI, the Australian Centre for Moving Image. And no, this is not some prank like the Xbox Game Pass situation, and no, it's not just another playable demo. This event does not feature any unfinished games. So by announcing that Silksong will appear there, as seen in this image, it basically confirms that Silksong will be released by the time that this event starts. If that's not enough, their official website explicitly states that the lineup will include a highly anticipated Australian title releasing in 2025. And what could that possibly be? Maybe this? With all that said, it means that Silksong will probably, most likely, hopefully, release by September 18th, 2025. And that's all the news for now. If you noticed any mistakes in the video or in what I said, please let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching and goodbye.